Look at what's at the auction today. 1995 Buick Riviera with 90,000 miles. These have a 3.8 liter supercharged V6, and they're very spaceship looking back in 1995. Look at the seats right there. That's a good looking car. I really want it and I have no idea what it's worth. Well, welcome to Flying Wheels. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels, and I own a small car dealership, or what some of you YouTube viewers like to call a car lot. Used car, whatever, used car lot. I'm a used car dealer. I hate that term, used car dealer, but I am. I get it. We are at a dealer auction today. Just no entrance if you do not have a dealer's license, which is kind of neat. You can buy cars wholesale. We're supposed to get them a little bit cheaper than you as the public can purchase them. Sometimes not so much, but sometimes, yes, I can get a score. Today, we're in the market for a score. What can we buy for $2,000? Like, is it gonna be a Honda and a Toyota? Probably not. I don't know that I want the Honda or Toyota that will be under $2,000. I mean, the auction is my oyster today, and I'm gonna open it up and not know what I find, which is kind of exciting. I like auction day. So, talk a lot, bear with me. Let's go car shopping. Welcome to just an absolutely incredible February in winter in New Hampshire, where I don't even need a jacket today. It is amazing and odd. I am loving climate change, and people are gonna hate that I said that. Today, I am at a dealer auction. What can we buy for $2,000? I'm gonna walk around the auction, see what we can find for $2,000. Tax season is coming up like shortly, within weeks. I'm gonna find some budget-friendly cars. If you've watched my videos, you know I hate cheap cars. You know I hate budget-friendly cars because it brings a certain type of buyer that can be really, really difficult. They have like just enough money that they need something good, but under $3,000. It's like really, really difficult. So today we're gonna walk around the auction, dealer-only auction, see what we can come up with, and hopefully buy ourselves some tax season cars. Chevy Malibu, that'd do it, but that one actually isn't going for sale today. There's no sticker on the window. Liberty, this would absolutely do it, but we live in New Hampshire. This is a 2004, 209,000 miles. I don't want to be the type of guy that sells these things. And look at, is this grip tape for skateboards? Yeah, and look at the rust just dropping out because these are non-existent. So, no thank you. You're already getting a pretty good glimpse into the world of $2,000 cars. I hate it here, to be honest with you. We sell like $10,000 to $20,000 cars because you can get a solid vehicle, fairly good mileage, but I can sell 10 $2,000 cars before I sell like two $20,000 cars. So there's actually more money to be made in cheap cars, but there is significantly more headaches in cheap cars. I mentioned cheap Hondas earlier. This right here, 2012 Honda Civic, is probably going to be right around $2,000. Now, 200,000 miles. The problem is the inspection sticker expired 12/21, so it expired 2 years ago, meaning last time it was inspected by the state was 3 years ago. Why has it not passed inspection in 3 years? That is concerning. Probably something I don't want to dive into. Another Ford Fiesta has a current inspection sticker, so this was inspected in September, which is great, meaning it just recently passed, so that works well for us. Cracked bumper, and then when we go over here, yeah, no thank you. We have some severe paint damage in this Ford Edge. Don't want it. It's too much money anyway. Well, this would probably be about a $2,000 Toyota, 2,949,000 mile Corolla, significant front end damage, paint damage, all the way down the side. Like, it's probably, oh, it's a manual transmission. It's probably super reliable for somebody, and I bet it would be somewhere in the range of like $1,700. Now, we could fix all that. It looks like it's all just paint stuff, but nah, we're looking for quick turns. We don't want to get into deep projects, so let's move on. 12 Prius, 181,000 miles. No, still too much. Not $2,000, but is this a Porsche Panamera? Newer body style Porsche Panamera, 4-door. I have 4 kids. I like toys. I have an e-tron GT that I'm trying to sell, and this could be my new replacement. 2018 with 75,000 miles. Do I want to get into a 75,000 mile Porsche though? Oh, yes, I think I do. What a good looking car. A little off topic from the theme of this video, but oh, look at that interior. Is it a 5-passenger or 4-passenger? No can do, sorry. Look at the seats. The back seats are like race car seats. Oh my goodness, I love these things. And it's not a hybrid like my e-tron, so same size, but it's a hatchback. I have no trunk space in my e-tron because it's not a hatchback, and it's an ICE vehicle, internal combustion engine. I'm getting pretty sick of electric vehicles, and I think the rest of the world is too. Lincoln MKZ, 2012, 84,000 miles, probably around $2,500. The problem with this car is it's a Ford Fusion. So I could actually sell Ford Fusions quicker than I could sell Lincolns. Why? Because Lincoln comes with like a price tag on repairs. People think Lincoln, they think expensive, they think expensive repairs. Ford Fusion, cheap, easy, basic, economical. I can sell Ford Fusions, which I actually have 2 of them, both inexpensive, and I'd sell them both before I saw that Lincoln, and they'd probably be the same price. Oh man, my brother Adam altogether is gonna be so bummed that he didn't come to the auction today. 1997 Chevy S10, 51,000 miles in a manual transmission. Oh my goodness, this is right up his alley. He had one of these in high school, and if you ask him what his most favorite car was a Chevy S10. Unrelated to $2,000 cars, I normally give a car an honorable mention. This one is going to get an unhonorable mention. Dishonorable mention actually would be the appropriate term. What did someone do? Like, you put on all these aftermarket parts, and then the like dirt, road debris chips them, and then they get crazy rusty. Like, somebody probably spent a ton of money on that for it to rust. And then you look at the frame, like, yeah, rust. But then, like, you put on metal fenders, and just look what happens to the metal fenders. And it's just, it makes the Jeep look awful. All of the edges of this have rusted, and somebody probably spent a ton of money for these panels to Allen wrench, hex, whatever, into the doors. And then here too. It's ridiculous. And then, yeah, Jeep frames. Yeah, that's a normal Jeep frame, but this is crazy. Powered by pixie dust. Oh, not pixie dust. Stay away, Craig. You don't need it. Why do I like these so much? Fast, fun, and nimble. That's why I like them so much, until you have to repair them. Again, unrelated to $2,000 cars, that 2022 Ford Explorer ST, I'm pretty sure, you guys are going to tell me if I'm wrong, but this is a 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbo, which is similar to the one in the Ford GT. So, like, the idea is the same. Twin turbo, V6, super tunable. These cars can be crazy fast, and they're all-wheel drive, so they just hook up and go in a family car. I would love to own one that's, I don't want to build one, but I would love to own one that was built right, and I can just go enjoy with my family and whip all of their heads back. Hey, so since I'm at a dealer auction, I thought I'd take a second to explain how it actually works. So I own a car dealership. I have a dealer's license. I actually started in my driveway. My brother just got his dealer license with my help, but he did it from his house. He has a detached garage that he got his dealer's license from, and he's now able to go to the auctions. We have our own channel. There's a link in the description on how he started his car dealership if you ever want to learn how to do that. Now, with that being said, getting my own dealer's license, starting my car dealership, started my driveway, now I have like a good life, a pretty solid, happy life. Bills are paid, family is fed, like, good, we're good. And it's because I went out on a limb and started my own car dealership. It was a lot of work. It took a lot of hoops to jump through. So I've been logging in step by step how I did it. How did I get my dealer's license? Where did I find my first place from? How did I get my insurance? How did I get financing for me? How did I finance customers once I got the license? How did I get the bond that I needed? How did I negotiate? How did I look for certain cars? What did I look for that helped me grow my business? What did I do wrong? How many things did I do wrong? Why did I do it wrong? And how do I not do it again? All of those things are in a course I created called startyourdealership.com, www.startyourdealership.com. Everything, every mistake, everything positive, everything good, and it is a step-by-step guide that teaches you how to do what I do, how to get to this point without making those mistakes. Make those mistakes on my dime, learn from them, and then you can move forward. So it's a fast-forward guide to teach you how to get where I am. It's amazing. It took me years to create. We have tons of successful people that have done well with it. And we're in a private Facebook group that we chat about our progress, and they ask questions. It's really educational and informative. If you've ever thought about doing this stuff, I highly encourage you to check out www.startyourdealership.com. You will not regret it. And yes, it is not free, but I can tell you that in one car sale, it will pay for itself, and the rest of that knowledge is yours for the rest of your life. And it is cheaper than taking a single college course. It's amazing. Check out www.startyourdealership.com. And also, if you just want to flip cars for profit on the side as like a side hustle and do it legally, www.carflipping101.com. Both mine, both tons of time invested in them and worth checking out. Let's move on with the video. Again, not $2,000 car, and something I would stay clear of is a 2013 Subaru WRX STI. I'm sure this car is an absolute blast, and was for probably 8 owners that really just abused this thing. I do not buy modified Subarus, especially WRX or STIs. They just asking for problems. I bet it has a lower end knock. I bet the head gaskets are leaking. I bet it's been cob tuned, blah, blah, blah. This is a repossession, and probably because something was wrong with it, and then the kid that owned it decided, nah, not worth fixing it. Bank, you can have it back. Oh man, did I just find my $2,000 car. I am such a fan, I don't want this one, but of high top conversion vans. They are so much fun to pick friends and family up in and go do things. High tops usually have a TV. Yep. These are so comfortable, and that reclines. Actually, the interior of this van is mint. You can control the radio from the back seat. I gotta get in this thing. Wow. Maybe I do want this. I for sure want another high top conversion van. Zenith television, 2003, 109,000 miles. Probably rotted underneath, but I mean, geez, look at this. Do a road trip with the fam in one of these. I absolutely do not want this, but I do want to give it an honorable mention. This is a 2001 Saturn Ion. No, not a Saturn Ion, like SC. What are these things called? I forget now. This might be an Ion, but the one before it, no, I don't know what the heck this is called. Whatever. But these were crazy reliable, great on gas. They go forever, and you could find them, yep, in a manual transmission. They were so basic. I bought so many of these starting my car dealership and made so much money off of them, and almost all of them were like worry-free. And if you get in a wagon, tons of space. 4-cylinder, manual transmission, super easy to maintain. I always liked these. Hey, this hand-painted car could be under $2,000. No thank you. I never use this term, but OMG. Oh my goodness. This is a 1995 Buick Riviera. It's like a spaceship, okay? Look at the design back in 1995. Super cool. My friend Joe's mom had one of these. Joe, if you ever watch my videos, shout out to your mom, Shelly, because this vehicle is awesome. She had one when we were in middle school, and it is a 3.8 liter supercharged V8. Look at these seats. Yep, smells exactly like I thought it would. Smells like cigarettes. Look at the gauges. Wow, this is cool. And 91,000 miles, and the body is straight as Brock Hudson. This is a good looking car. All right, this is in my price range. I'll probably end up paying too much for it, but I think I may have just fallen in love. All right, we have a Chevy Cavalier, don't want. We have a Kia something, Sportage, that would be in our price range. I'm just gonna walk down the aisle. Chevy Equinox, rot and timing chain problems. I don't buy them. Dodge Journey, gonna be too much money. Volvo, 2013, 127,000 miles, nope, too much. Toyota Corolla, 2013, 170,000 miles, nope, gonna be too much. The auction started, let's head in and see what we end up with. Chevy Impala, 2014, that could work. All right, let's go see what's inside. 2013 Chrysler Town & Country, 208,000 miles, $900. Probably really, really worth it going into tax time, bunch of dings and dents, but it had a check engine light on it, and I'm sure it's on for like a lifter problem, which I don't feel like fixing. The Colorado is up. Wait, not the Colorado. The S10 is up, but it is pretty crusty. Like those rocker panels are pretty ugly, and they've been repaired. The cap corner's been repaired down there. I don't need this thing. Uh-oh, I found our car and it's smoking like crazy. It's either a Mazda or a Kia that smokes like that. Actually, I think they killed it, and it is a Mazda. Yeah, one of the two. It's always a Mazda or a Kia. Putt, 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 putt. Here we go, $500 car right there. Hyundai Elantra, POS, no thank you. Here's a $1,000 Honda. That's what it looks like. 2007, 168,000 miles. Hasn't been inspected in 3 years, and it is ugly. I don't want any part of that. This could do it. 09 Civic, 153,000 miles. That might work. I was wrong. This Civic's already $3,000. 2009, 15-year-old Civic, 3,100. Even an 08 Yaris is $3,700 with 100,000 miles. 2012 Dodge Avenger, 125,000 miles, $1,300 bucks. Oh, $1,700. That seems pretty fair. Buick Riviera, no bids yet, $3,000. Yeah. $900. Yeah. Yes. I paid too much, but it's a fun car. 2018 Escalade with a loud tick for 10.8. I'm a high bidder at 10.8. So here's the problem with that Escalade. It had a crazy loud tick, and I'm sure it's cylinder 5 or cylinder 3, the active fuel management cylinder. At 138,000 miles, I'm sure it has prematurely worn the cam as well. Now, because it's a 2018, it should be green light, but because it's over 100,000 miles, it's red light, meaning it's as is. So we, at the auction, can hear that ticking. People online, they can't hear that ticking. So there were a crazy amount of online bidders going, oh, 10 grand, 11 grand, 12 grand. Oh, I'll bid on that. 13 grand. Oh, I'll bid on that. They have no idea that thing is rapping. Like, I don't know. I can't think of anything funny to say, but they have no idea that thing's rapping like crazy. So somebody overpaid on that Escalade, unfortunately. I would have liked to make that a project where I could build a really fast, like, Escalade V on a budget, but Not happening. So there is a whole row of $2,000 cars right now. 09 Impala LTZ, but look at the rust down there, and it's probably, being from New England, that old rotted. Then this Nissan thing I don't want either. There's that Liberty I don't want. No, that Mazda might work, but that's over budget. And the last one of the day is this Ford Fiesta. No thank you. Well, I guess that's all she wrote for the day. So let's go pay for our one vehicle, and I'm excited to get that supercharged Buick home. But you know, tax season's coming. I really needed to actually buy some cars, and just I didn't see any value in a lot of stuff. Actually, that's not true. I'm high bidder on something else. I forget what it is because the day goes by so quickly and it's so busy. Let's see what my high bid is, and then we'll go pay for the cars. What was it that I bought or have an if on?
You want to know what you bought so far?
Yeah, and what I have an if on.
The if is, that's the if. The D107 just that.
What is it?
D107. I just printed it. You bought a 95 Buick.
Just the one Buick and
Just
then
the
if
Buick.
on a 21 Ram van. Cool, thank you. Well, the day is over, and I have one vehicle, which is the Buick Riviera, and I also have a high bid on a 2020 Ram van, like high top, extended, like big work van. Those Amazon vans do really, really well. I'm the high bidder at 20. The book is like 24 on it, so I should do pretty good if I get it. But if means I'm the high bidder, didn't meet the seller's reserve, so they can decline it. I have 2 hours, and after 2 hours, I can decline it, so we can go look at it. In the meantime, A Knight in Shimmering Armor. If you guys get that reference, my mind will just be exploded. A Knight in Shimmering Armor. What movie is that from? Let's check out this Buick Riviera. All right, well, first of all, look at this image. Does it look this good on camera as it does to me? Because it looks flipping phenomenal. Is that a Trico Pearl in here? And it looks near flawless. Like the body is just a streamlined butterfly. I got another movie quote in there for you. What's that from? Pretty good. Couple scratches and nicks back here. Again, supercharged 3.8 liter. I think that engine and supercharger probably worth half the value of this car. But again, 91,000 mile car for under $2,000. Well, apparently we can. Those look like Chevy Lumina headlights. Very, very 1995. But even look at how clean the front license plate is. Somebody really shined that up with some Armor All. The pinstriping has kind of faded over the years. That's okay, whatever. Let's go to the inside. It does smell a little bit like cigarettes, but look at how clean that leather is. Yeah, I would expect this Buick to smell like nothing other than what it smells like. Like it's probably just soaked in this headliner. You can kind of see all the nicotine smell right here, and it's usually all up in here. So we'll take it back to my shop, put an ozonator to it, and like, look at this. That right there is all like hand filth, so we'll get all that off. But in general, the car's in pretty good shape. I'm gonna have to buy myself some cassettes or take the cassettes out of my Honda Goldwing. The dash isn't cracked. You guys know the game. Honestly, I did everything you're not supposed to do. I didn't even look at this car like other than what you saw is exactly what I saw. I didn't start it, I didn't run it, I didn't drive it. It's just beetle-headed. Another movie quote. Wow, so many movie references from the 90s today. What movie is beetle-headed from? Hey, she fired up. I knew she had an exhaust leak. We got a couple keys and GM. 2 keys. Two keys. One for the door, one for the ignition back then. Oof, listen to that puppy purr. Listen to her purr. Why are these windows taped? Because they don't work. They're probably taped for a reason, like don't touch it, Craig. And that cassette player off. Look at all these keys that came with. There were multiple remotes. This is a one-owner car, by the way. One-owner vehicle. All the books still in there. Back seats never sat in. This is like cherry pie. This is weird though. August of 23, so 6-7 months ago, 81,400 miles. Now it's at 91,470 miles. So somebody drove it like 13,000. Was this when the next service due? So say 3,000 miles before this, like 77. So somebody drove it 13,000 miles in what, 7 months? That's wild, considering it hasn't been driven in so long, but that's good news for me. Let's check out the ashtray. Yeah, there's some ash in there. Let's check out the cigarette lighter. Yeah, it's been used a couple times. Push her back in. Shut that. Oh, CD player, Delco CD player. Check that out. Hi-Fi. Compact disc. All right, let's just move her along. Get her back to the shop. I mean, oh, Kia Stinger in my way. Go ahead, buddy. Let's try this thing. I mean, we have power steering. That's good. She's idling and not stalling. That's good. That long nose is going to hit something. Half tank of Fool too. All right, let's get going. Oh, listen to her purr. That wide open exhaust. Wait for this guy to get out of the way because I for sure thought he'd walk right in front of me. Let's try her out. Listen to that supercharger whine. Do they whine in these? I am not impressed. I am not impressed. There we go. It's picking up a little bit, but I am not impressed. There's a little bit of clunking going over bumps too. Thank you. I was expecting more out of this car, so we're gonna get it back to my shop. We're We're gonna go through it. There was a little bit of clunking in the front end. The car should be faster. And also the exhaust is leaking, and we're gonna get rid of the smoke smell. So that'll all be in our next video. We're gonna bring this 1995 Buick Riviera back to life. We paid a whopping total of just under $2,000 after the auction fee. We're gonna get it home, and we'll probably have another $500 into repairs. We're gonna be $2,500 into this car. I honestly don't know if that's a lot or if that's a little. Like, I'm not gonna sell this thing for $5,000, so I'm not gonna double my money. What money would I get? Like 3,500? I don't even know. Look at all that dinginess too. We'll have to get all that off. Well, that's all she wrote. I am gonna load her up in the trailer, get her home, get her through the shop. I mean, she is just shining though. The light is just glaring off that paint. What the heck am I thinking spending $2,000 on a 19? Oh, you can even see the light glimmering off the paint. $2,000 on a freaking 95 Buick. What was I thinking? So stupid. I'm gonna start making impulsive decisions and buy things that actually sell and make money. Come on, Craig. Well, for now, I bid you adieu because I'm gonna load it up and get the heck out of here. If you like these car videos, then subscribe so you can see more of these car videos. But what is free for you and helpful for me is a thumbs up. It costs you nothing, and it's very, very helpful for our videos. And then comments help the algorithm as well. So when you say, I hate that car, I love that car, Craig, I hate hearing your voice, all those things, don't be negative, but whatever. All those comments really, really help our videos. So let me know your feelings on the Buick Riviera in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for video number 2, where we bring this thing back to life. And if you want to know when it comes out, there's a bell right here. You can hit the bell. It'll give you notification for when we make the next video on that Buick. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Adios. See you later.